Alright, so this is coming from our first YouTube stream. It's very exciting. Thank you guys for coming through. Uh, hope you guys are enjoying the reading streams so far. All of the content that's coming out of this has been really fun for me to do. I'm happy to be here with you guys. So if you're enjoying the content, definitely make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're always aware when I put out a new video and when I stream. Patreon's down there as well. Doesn't matter how much you sub to me on Patreon for, you will always get the newest videos a week early. So keep an eye out for that. And let's get started. Today we're just starting the A Realm Reborn section. We finished up the chronology last time, and we're just going to go directly into it. So, A Realm Reborn. Every end marks a new beginning. So it was that Eorzea, in the 5 years following the 7th Umbral Calamity, rose from the ashes to rebuild, as did their would-be Imperial conquerors. Tales from the Calamity. There was much work to be done in the days following the events at Cartmere. Countless Eorzeans had been robbed of their homes and livelihoods, for Bahamut had managed to wreak untold destruction before he was defeated. In Ul'dah, rioters had taken to the streets driven by madness and fear. It was only by the impassioned words of the Sultana Nanamo ul Namo and the brave actions of her 7 defenders that order was restored and formal efforts to administer aid and succor to the people could begin. In Limsa, Admiral Merlwyb Blofswyn, who had lain in a state of torpor after suffering injuries during the Battle of Cartanu, awoke and set about establishing the Maelstrom's temporary command at the Moorbree dry docks, which had been sheltered from the worst of the great wave which had lain waste to Vilburn's coast. And in Gridania, Connie Senna's younger siblings, Raya O and Arun, oversaw the recovery efforts, while the elder Seedseer remained in Cartnu for a time, seeking out what few survivors remained and saving those who could yet be saved. Meanwhile, having watched the battle unfold from the deck of an Imperial airship, Legatus Gaius von Baelsar, commander of the 14th Legion, saw an opportunity. Upon withdrawing to Alamigo with the remainder of his fleet, he sent troops to Mordona's Castrum Novum, with orders to execute the remnants of Van Darnus' 7th Legion and secure the fortress for the 14th. From there they dispatched cohorts to La Nosea, Thanalan, the Black Shroud, and Coerthus, and upon the lands they claimed were built many new castra. Although the Eorzean alliance was not blind to the Empire's aggression, they had not the strength to oppose them. When the 5th cohort encroached upon Ul'dah interests in northern Thanalan, it was all General Rauban and the Immortal Flames could do to hold the line. Once the two sides had retreated behind their fortifications, the Uldans could only look on helplessly as the Garleans commenced the construction of Castrum Meridonium, a dagger pointed at the very heart of Eorzea. A New Dawn. 6 months after the fall of Dalamud, in a quiet corner of Ul'dah, the surviving members of the Circle of Knowing and the Path of the 12 came together to discuss their shared future. The Path of the 12, formed in 1570, had ostensibly been an obscure religious sect devoted to the pursuit of spiritual knowledge. In truth, however, it had been a haven for walkers of the path, men and women blessed with the Echo, a power whose potential they were only beginning to understand, and its charismatic antecedent, the Lady Minfilia, was herself among the strongest in this gift. Minfilia had awoken to her power at the age of 17, when she somehow found herself walking in the memories of another. Troubled and terrified by the experience, she confided in Thancred, an old friend and secret member of the Circle of Knowing, though this she did not know at the time. Recognizing the signs, Thancred introduced Minfilia to Louisoix Levieur, his master and mentor, who shared with her his knowledge of the Echo, a power said to have been bestowed upon individuals on the cusp of an umbral calamity, that they might stand against the coming darkness. The Echo, he claimed, was more than the stuff of legends, and the self-same power Minfilia possessed. Though wary at first, she and the Archon became close friends, and it was with his enthusiastic encouragement that she would found the Path of the 12, and the two organizations would support each other in various endeavors over the coming years. On the eve of the Battle of Cartanu, Louisoix had come to her organization's headquarters, the Waking Sands, to reveal to her his plans to forestall Eorzea's destruction. The Archon would summon the 12 using forbidden arts known only to him, and with their combined strength, prevent the fall of the Lesser Moon. Such strength, however, posed a threat in itself, for should Eorzea's patron deities assume physical form, it seemed more than likely that they would be prone to the same appetites as the gods of the Beastmen. Should that prove the case, their mere presence would bleed the land of life. And so Louisoix would instead call upon a fraction of the 12's power, enough to stay Dalamut's descent, and no more. Alas, to ensure all would come to pass as intended, he would need to take his own life in the midst of the ritual. However, Louisoix had come for another purpose than to discuss his impending death. He had seen in the antecedent great potential, and during that meeting he told her the role he would have her play in the days to come. So it was that 6 months after that fateful day, in accordance with Louisoix Leveilleur's wishes, the Circle of Knowing and the Path of the 12 were merged to form the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, under the leadership of Minfilia. A new hero. For many, the facts surrounding the calamity remain a mystery to this day, as the memories of Bahamut's rampage and miraculous defeat remain muddled and indistinct. A band of valiant adventurers is known to have been instrumental to this victory, yet, despite all efforts, none can remember their names, nor their faces. To try merely brings to mind silhouettes amidst a blinding glare, a shared image which has resulted in these forgotten heroes being dubbed the Warriors of Light. Though it was widely believed that these heroes all perished in the fires of Cartanu, 5 years later, rumors of a survivor began to spread throughout Eorzea. This singular man, or woman by some accounts, traveled far and wide, taking part in conflicts great and small, often standing for the weak and downtrodden. Eventually, he came to the attention of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, not only for his magnanimous deeds, but for his manifestation of the Echo, that great power to walk in the memories of others. Accordingly, Minfilia saw fit to extend this adventurer a formal invitation that he might join in their ongoing fight against the primal menace. The Lord of the Inferno. The adventurer was first tasked with investigating a series of kidnappings in Thanalan, which were eventually revealed to be the work of an Uldan merchant in league with the Amal-Jah. In a bid to learn the whereabouts of the abductees, the Immortal Flames devised a plan to seize the Amal-Jah responsible, using the merchant as bait. Alas, a traitor in their ranks revealed all, resulting in the capture of the adventurer and his comrades, who were subsequently presented by the Beastmen to their god Ifrit as offerings to be made his thralls. However, by the power of the Echo, that holy gift bestowed by Mother Heidelin herself, the adventurer proved immune to Ifrit's tempering, much to the primal's chagrin. Flying into a rage, Ifrit attempted to slaughter the adventurer outright, only to find himself outmatched. Thus did the Lord of the Inferno fall. The Paragons of Darkness. With the adventurer's victory over the Beastmen god, the Immortal Flames Bloodsworn were free to secure the captives and return them safely to Uldan. Word quickly spread of the valiant hero, the Icon Slayer, spurring others to seek to enlist his aid, and that of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. At the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder, the adventurer was dispatched to treat with the sylphs of Little Solace, whom they feared might summon Ramu, the Lord of Levin. After undertaking many tasks to earn the trust of the diminutive beings, he discovered that, while the primal had indeed been summoned in the past, he was a guardian by nature, and Gridania need not fear sylphic aggression. However, a new threat soon revealed itself to the adventurer. La Habrea of the Asians, one of the many mysterious masked beings said to have sown chaos and discord since time immemorial. Although the Asians' designs were anything but clear, the Scions knew better than to leave them to their own devices. The adventurer and his allies set about investigating the masked man, tracking him to Little Alamigo, where he had convinced a group of desperate youths to attempt to summon Rolgar, the Destroyer. From there, the adventurer followed his trail to Hawk Manor, where he was confronted by two more Ossians who sought to measure the hero's strength for their master. These deeply troubling events served to confirm that the Ossians had bequeathed the knowledge of summoning to various peoples to further their own dark ends. And that is 2 pages where we will wrap up today. Seems like these are going pretty much at the pace I was hoping they would. So next time we'll have a pretty compact video to show off. I'm pretty happy about that. But hey, if you want to see longer videos or you're interested in discussing, the comments down below are the best place to get a hold of me. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.